Hello and happy Monday. Are you ready to have a wonderful week? I know that I am. Today is Monday, February 22nd. This video is going to be for reading, so hopefully you're in the right place. It is a brand new week this week, and we have a brand new reading theme, and I'm pretty excited about it because I don't know about you, but I love animals. And this whole week, we're talking about how animals can help one another and how they can help each other in nature, in their daily lives, and even sometimes how animals can help us. Yep. Think about how your animals make you feel. Do they make you feel safe and happy and excited and you love to play with them? Animals are awesome. So this week we're going to be talking about how different types of animals help one another. And yeah, I'm excited to see all the cool stories and stuff that we are going to read. So let's start out the week with some new vocabulary words. Now, as you've learned last week, we're going to have two really special vocabulary words that we're going to talk about later in the video. But these are still words that we're going to see pop up in all of our stories and we're going to talk about, and we should know about these words. So this first word has two really cute little orangutans. And this word is behavior. Can you say behavior with me? Behavior. A behavior is like how you act, okay? So like being happy is a good behavior. Being angry might not be a very good behavior, okay? So behavior is how something acts, okay? So like in this picture, this orangutan is protecting this little baby. So like that's a behavior that she's doing is she's protecting. Another vocabulary word for this week is a big one, dominant. Can you say dominant with me? Dominant. So right here, wow, these wolves, they are dominant, which means it has like power over other things. So like these wolves have a lot of control over like the forest. They really do. So dominant means in control. This one's a cool picture. I love birds. Did you know that I love birds and bird watching? Yep, I sure do. This word is instinct. Can you say instinct with me? Instinct. So this bird right here, means that they are instinct means you just feel to do it. So like birds, when they're building a nest, they just have the instinct to do it. They just know in their bodies that that's something that they need to do is to help like build a nest. Pretty cool. Same reason that we know that we have to eat food. We just know that we have to eat food. Our bodies tell us we have to eat food. Another word, beneficial, right up here. Beneficial. Say that with me. Beneficial. Beneficial means that it's like really helpful or useful. So like this little guy looks to be kind of lifting a weight, right? So he's doing something beneficial. He's being healthy, exercising. Beneficial means something good. So like it's beneficial that you are watching this video right now because it is going to help you. Alrighty, our last vocabulary word that is kind of one of our like common vocabulary words we're going to talk about is endangered. Say that with me. Endangered. Ah, that sounds kind of scary. Endangered? What's that mean? That means that it is at a risk of disappearing forever. Endangered means that there's not very many of them left. And so we don't want them to be gone forever. So like this is a blue whale. So there's only very few left in the world. So they're endangered or at risk of being gone forever. So hopefully that doesn't happen, right? Alrighty, here are our high frequency words this week. Words you may sing on your ring of words, words that you're going to be practicing. These are words we need to know. Here we go. Blue, that's the color blue. Say blue with me. Blue. Or, can you say or? Do you think this deer will stay or run through the field? Or, I love that picture. This high frequency word is small. Small. Like those ants are very small. Ooh, this word we are using a lot, especially when we are writing recently. Because. Because. Right up here with the B. Because. Say that with me. Because. So like this team will win because they are running so fast. Into. These penguins are diving into the water. Into. I-N-T-O. Last one. Other. Say other with me. Ready? Other. Other is talking about something else. So like this animal cleans the other kitty cat. So cute. I actually have a kitty cat that looks just like that. That's pretty cool. So those are our vocabulary words and our high frequency words, or our sight words for the week. So if you want to go back and listen to those words again, you sure can, but we will practice them all throughout this week. So like I said, we're talking about how animals are working together in nature this week. We can think about even how animals in our life work together. We're going to look at some animals that we might not see every day. We're looking at some animals that live in different parts of the whole world, and we are going to listen about them. So we're going to start out with this picture. I'm going to read these to you, okay? I'm going to read these for you. How does being in a group help animals? How do they work together? Now that's a question I do want to think about for just a second. Why is it helpful to you to have friends or teachers or parents or aunts and uncles and cousins and siblings? Why are they important to you? How do they help you? Do you think it's important for animals to have other people and other animals to help them? Yeah, just like us. We love to have people who help us. Animals need other animals too. Many animals depend on others of their kind in order to survive. These animals live in groups that help each other. Gorillas live in groups called troops. Each troop has about 9 to 20 animals in it. The head of the troop is an older, dominant male called a silverback. Do you remember what dominant means? It means in charge. Gorillas stay together to find food. They also help each other stay clean by picking tiny insects out of each other's fur. A troop also stays together for protection. They communicate with their voices. They can't talk, but they make different sounds. A chuckling sound may mean, let's play. But if a gorilla beats its chest and makes a hooting noise, it's a warning. This tells the other gorilla groups to not get too close. Whoa. Did you know that about gorillas? So they travel in groups called a troop. Our next read aloud. Ooh, what do you think these are? Have you ever seen these before? What do you think these are? These are called African wild dogs. African wild dogs are another kind of animal that help each other. They live in groups called packs. There are between 6 and 20 dogs in each pack. These endangered animals find food together, so that means that there's not very many of these left. The dogs hunt at dawn and at dusk. Running together, they make high, excited squeaks to tell each other where to find the rodents, antelopes, wildebeest, and other animals they hunt. They even move their big ears to point out which direction to go in. There are many aspects of their behavior, or how they act, that show that they are working as a group. The pack works together to care for the young dogs. If youngsters are present at a kill, they are allowed to eat first, because mother wild dogs can give birth up to 20 pups. Feeding the young is a very big job. All of the adult dogs need to hunt so that the pack has enough to eat. The adult dogs watch over each other's young too. They protect the little dogs from predators that might try to eat them. The adult male dog babysits the pups in their dens. So very cool. So they have to work together to find food. They have to work together really hard to find food. So they help each other out a lot and to watch all of the other little pups. Pretty cool how they help each other. Oh, don't you just want to snuggle all these little penguins? Look how fuzzy they are. I love this picture. These are emperor penguins, and they live in big groups that help each other. These penguins live in Antarctica because it is very cold in Antarctica. The penguins huddle together to stay warm. This is beneficial to all the penguins. They take turns moving to the protected, warm center of the group. After a penguin warms up a little bit, it moves back to the outside of the group. Then penguins on the outside can come into the middle. Mother and father emperor penguins help each other too. When a mother emperor penguin lays an egg, she leaves it with the father. Then the mother travels far away to go find food. Meanwhile, the father penguin gently balances the egg on its feet and covers it with its warm feathers. In 2 months, the egg will hatch, and that is when the mother returns with fish to feed their new chick. Now it is the father's turn to go look for food. Wow! So can you waddle like a penguin? You know how you can waddle like a penguin? And imagine having to go in the middle, get really warm, and then you have to give somebody else a turn. That's a nice way to share. Pretty cool. And wow, does that take a long time to go find food? Yeah. It says in about 2 months the egg will hatch, and that's when the mother will return. That's a very long time. Good thing they have good teamwork, and penguins help each other out. Pretty cool. And our last one, beautiful. These are dolphins. Have you ever seen a dolphin before? Dolphins are absolutely just beautiful and majestic. They are so cool. Dolphins help each other in many ways. These small whales travel together in groups called pods. Small pods have at least 5 dolphins, and large pods can have hundreds of dolphins. The dolphins in the pod help each other catch fish. The pod surrounds a group of fish. The dolphins swim around the fish very quickly so that the tasty fish are packed together like a ball. Then the dolphins swim through the ball of fish, eating as they go. They do this by instinct, which remember, that's just how they feel. They just know to do that. To communicate, dolphins make a high-pitched whistle and squeaks. They make these noises to find each other and to warn each other when danger is near. Dolphins are very helpful to members of their pod that become hurt or sick. If a dolphin is attacked by another animal, such as a shark, the rest of the dolphins in the pod will stay near the hurt member, and they might even try to fight back. Whoa! All of these animals are so helpful. We've got our big gorillas. We have got the African wild dogs, the penguins, and the dolphins. They all rely on each other to survive. They help everybody out. And isn't that what we kind of do in our lives too? We want to help anybody we can because that makes us such a good person. They do this by instinct, which means they just naturally do it. And so do we. We want to help others. It is our instinct to want to do it. Which one was your favorite? Which one was your favorite? That way you can see the penguin. What was the coolest one that you thought was the most interesting? Tell me now. What did you think? I liked a lot of them too. I learned some cool things and some names. Like, I did not know that gorillas were in a troop. That was new to me, and I thought that was pretty cool. Do you remember how I told you we were going to talk about 2 vocabulary words that are really important vocabulary words that we are going to be talking about all of this week, and then you're going to see them at the end of this week on our vocabulary paper. Let me grab those and let's talk about them. All right, we have 2 super important vocabulary words this week. Our first one is partner, right up here. Partner. Can you say that with me? Partner. A partner is somebody who you work with. Somebody who you work with and helps you do something. So like right now, this mom is her partner. They're watering flowers together. She's helping her. It's something she needs help with, right? What are fun things that you would like to do with a partner? Would you like to do some of your schoolwork with a partner, read with a partner, play outside on the playground? Maybe you have somebody, like maybe you're playing detective outside and that's your partner who helps you, right? Okay, so a partner is somebody that helps you. That's one of our big vocab words. The next one is danger. Danger. Ah! Obviously, danger means something's at the risk of being hurt or harmed, or it's not safe. Danger means not good, not safe. So this mother bear is protecting her cub from any danger. She will make sure that she keeps them safe. Okay, so it's important to keep things away from danger. So say danger with me. Danger. Good job. Alrighty, we are going to jump over to the smartboard to bring up our story of the day. So I will go over there and show you what page it's on and what page you can turn it to. Okay, so we are going to be working in your smaller book. So it's your smaller one, and it says Reading, Writing, Workshop on the front of it. And we're looking for page 38. Can you see it down there in the corner? It says 38, which stands for 38. And we are talking about a team of fish. This is the name of our story this week, is A Team of Fish. So go ahead and pause me now while you find it. And then when you're ready to read the story, go ahead and unpause me. But it's called A Team of Fish. This is a non-fiction. What does non-fiction mean? We've talked a lot about it this year. Non-fiction, what does it mean? Non-fiction means that it is true. It is not fake, right? It is a true story. So our question is, how do animals help each other out? We're going to read about how some fish help each other. So that's our whole theme this week. So this is called A Team of Fish. Let's turn the page. Please follow along with me with your finger. Read out loud with me if you know the words. That will be great practice. Fish swim in lakes and creeks. Fish swim in deep blue seas or oceans. Why are these words highlighted yellow? Where did we see those words? There are high frequency words or our sight words this week. Blue or into, all of those are. That's why they're highlighted. Let's dive into the water. Let's look at fish. Fish can swim alone. Fish can swim with a partner. Big vocab word of the week, partner, right there, partner. That means that they swim with somebody. Fish can swim in a bunch too. A bunch of fish is called a school. So when you have a whole group of fish, it's called a school of fish, just like how we go to school. Next page. A school has lots of fish. They are a team. The fish help each other. They look for food together. Fish eat lots of things. Some fish eat small animals. Some fish eat other fish. So this picture has a caption which tells us about the picture. These catfish eat together for safety. So that means they all eat at the same time, so that way they can look out for one another. So fish eat lots of things. They eat small animals and sometimes they eat other fish. Very interesting. Next page. We can tell that this is a nonfiction story because all of these pictures are real pictures. It can be unsafe to swim alone. What is the chief reason? Chief is kind of standing for like, what is the number one reason? Danger. Big vocab word, danger. A fish can get snapped up, but a fish can hide in a school. So if you're just by yourself, then it might be hard. Like you could get taken in the ocean, but if you're swimming with a whole bunch of fish, you're better protected. So that's how they help each other. Fish in a school have a neat trick. The fish swim close together. Big fish will not mess with them because they look like one huge fish. Here's another picture with a caption. These crescent tail big eye fish swim in a school to fool big fish. Look at this picture. It's kind of hidden. It's like in the background. But if you look at this whole picture, doesn't it look like a big fish? Like one big like circle fish right here. Doesn't it? So sometimes, like if whales or something go by it, they will be like, whoa, that's a big animal. But if they see just one little fish swimming, it's a lot harder to stay out of danger. So this big school of fish kind of disguises them. Next page. This big fish wants to eat, but it stays away. The school looks like a huge fish that may eat him. So this one might be trying to go after, but then it gets scared. Fish in a school keep each other safe. A school is a good place for a fish to be. And then here's another picture. Hundreds of barracuda fish swim in a school together. They are very long. As you can see in that picture, they look like very long fish. Wow, so how can fish help each other out? What do they swim in again? What was that called? Oh yeah, it was called a school of fish. And why do they swim in a school of fish? What does it look like? It looks like a really big fish, doesn't it? So then it scares all of the predators away because they think that, whoa, that's a big fish. I am not going to go try to get after that. They help disguise each other and keep each other safe. The end. So what was the main idea? Why was this story even created? What was the main idea? What was it all about? How fish help each other. Yep, how they help each other. And then what are some details? They actually helped us out over here. The fish look for food together. So, that's how fish help each other out. They keep each other safe by staying in a school. And they help keep big fish away because that school helps disguise them, right? One thing I want to talk about just really quick before we're finished is I like how this says, find text evidence. What that means is there's always proof in our story. Especially when we read a nonfiction story that's a true story, you can usually go find all of the answers right back in the story. They include it right in there, so you can go back to a page, and if I asked, what is one thing that fish do to help each other? You could go find an exact page in that story and show me exactly how they help one another. So being able to find it, I like the magnifying glass because it makes me feel like an investigator. You can go back and find it in your story. Okay? So that is all I have for reading today. What a great story. If you have extra time and want to go back through and reread that on your own, we just practiced reading it together so you know some of those big words or some of those vocabulary words that we talked about today. Go back and read it if you can. But I will see you tomorrow for more reading, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, friends.